Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we are currently working on preparing for our war with the Galactic Entente. And I mean, it's not going to be a super difficult war, but I want to make sure we're overly prepared. Because there's a lot of them. Like, all of these blue nations here, these light blue nations, I think that's light blue anyway, I'm colorblind. I assume it is. All of these light blue nations here are, and the ones up here as well, they're all part of the Galactic Entente, and we need to fight them. Because the Pelsimius League, they took our stuff. Not cool with that. So we're gonna have to fight them. However, we are currently working on shoring up our defenses. We were fighting the Unbidden by ourselves, basically, for a very long time. So we're a bit behind in some of that. So we're working on dealing with the aftermath of the Unbidden and preparing our various defenses on our various borders. Now, some of these over here are anchorages that we're working on upgrading. And we're doing this for a very, very important reason. Because I want to get to 1,250 naval capacity. And upgrading our anchorages, since we can't make additional anchorages right now without going over our starbase cap, is the correct way to do it. We're also trying to save up our influence a bit until we get to 300, so that we can hit production targets, and then hopefully not be buying minerals anymore every month, because that is really hurting our energy credits. That said, we have a lot of energy credits, so that's a good thing. We're also building a gateway down over here, just in case we need to defend this territory, and then this construction ship will immediately come up over this way, and this is going to take a while to get here, and we'll build a gateway out here. Now I know I'm going to spend 100 influence here. That was the plan. That'll keep that construction ship busy for a good long time. And that's only, you know, like 9 months of influence income. Slightly over 9 months, but not much over 9 months. So that should be fine. As soon as this guy's done building the starbase here, we're going to grab these resources. Hopefully, by grabbing the minerals that are out here, I think there's enough minerals to bring us even as we are right now. That said, we're going to be consuming more minerals by the time we get this taken, probably. Oh yeah, there's a 12 here, a 12 here, a 6 here, 6 here. There's definitely enough minerals here to make up this difference. So that's good.
Construction complete. Accretion complete.
Excellent. Okay, so these starbases over here are ready to be upgraded to a citadel. We'll go ahead and get that started and also do a defense grid supercomputer in each of these. Like so. Fantastic. Bashpat station here is still in progress as well.
Accretion complete.
And our anchorage stations are still working on it too. Okay. Well, this hydroponics bay should probably actually be dismantled. Resource silos don't have... they don't have any sort of upkeep. That's interesting. Unfortunately, we can't build multiple of them in each location. But we're currently going backwards on this hydroponics bay in terms of energy credits because 3 food is not currently worth an energy credit on the open market. But I think it's okay. because we've also got our bioreactors where they are almost worth that. It's just a shame that those bioreactors take up a planetary slot without giving a job. But now that we have all of that automated, we will, oh my. Like, you need housing here, bud. What you doing? You should build a war in here. Like, here, I'll show you. All you gotta do is that. Now you've got a hive warren. These should be repaired. What are you doing? I feel like maybe we shouldn't automate this. But we put so many resources into the shared stockpile. Maybe we should just leave it until they run out of resources, and then de-automate them. Maybe, because they're definitely not really building. Like, over here, I get it. There's drone population controls. There's nothing you can build here. Like, ideally, we even want to move one pop off of here. So we would move it to, say, Shapara. I don't want to move a deviant drone. We'll just move this unemployed menial drone. Like that. And the same thing here, honestly. So we'll go ahead and move a menial drone off of there. Shapara is now a little bit overcrowded. Actually, it's not. This is fine. So yeah, we would want to do something kind of like that. This here is going to need housing. It doesn't currently. So we would want to probably just upgrade this expanded warren. That would do the job. For some reason, the AI isn't wanting to do a lot of this. It used to be you could take the resources back out of the sector for influence, but it doesn't seem to be the case anymore. Anyway, this construction ship is not constructioning, so we should probably go ahead and fix that. As soon as it's done, it can build a starbase over here for 52 more influence, further delaying our 300 influence. We could potentially... I mean, we've maxed our traditions a long time ago. We could potentially reverse engineer an arcane technology. That was 350 physics research. I don't feel like that was very useful, considering we're making 4,000 physics research a month. So that's a thing. What are you guys doing? Oh, the Rixie took this back. That's interesting. But the Rixie are definitely getting pushed back over here. Well, that's fascinating. We've got a long time over here before this guy consumes these resources. We may make it to 300 before we have to do another spending this time. That said, I don't think it consumed these resources. So it kind of depends on how long it takes them to build these 3 stations.
Construction complete.
But we are certainly making good progress here. Now this is an anchorage here. Okay, we need to get 2 more anchorages going here. We're currently full on our energy credits, so we should do something about that. I'm going to just buy in a few minerals to keep us afloat for now. Okay, so we got our 2 anchorages here. We already have our naval logistics office. There aren't really any other buildings that we want to have, except maybe a resource silo, I suppose. That could work. Same thing over here. In fact, this crew gestation quarters could be dismantled. We don't really need that. And this would be then a resource silo. And then a pair of anchorages here. Same thing here, a pair of anchorages. Each anchorage, of course, is 6 naval cap. We can build a resource silo there. Let's see, this crew gestation quarters is literally useless. We'll get rid of it. Build a resource silo. And another pair of anchorages. Excellent. And of course, these are still upgrading to Citadel and will be some time before they're finished, those bastions. Excellent. We are losing energy credits again. Hopefully that'll change soon. I would think that would, eventually. Well, I mean, it definitely will, right? As soon as we get our production targets edict. And let's see here. Anything else that we want here edict-wise? I mean, capacity overload plus production targets would be nice. We're currently spending a lot of influence on reclaiming this territory, though. So we can pretty much only get 1. And given the choice, I have to choose production targets. We are going to lose will to power in 2 years. And we're definitely not going to have enough unity to get it back. So we're going to have to keep that in mind. Our influence gain is going to drop by 5. So we're only going to be making 6 per month. That said, I think we'll be okay. I hope. Because we're not going to be building any additional gateways, as far as I know. Maybe one in Merrill. Yeah, we should probably have one in Merrill. And maybe one in Bashpad as well. So that would be 200 influence. Okay. And we did indeed queue this up, and we're going to queue this up too. So we're not going to be getting production targets anytime soon. So we're going to need a slightly different plan then. Well, our energy credits are positive again, so that's great. I'm going to bump this monthly trade up to 4,500 per month for food. We are just demolishing the price of food. Why did we buy food? Oh, we were using it as a store for energy credits, weren't we, at one point? I think. Maybe. Well, regardless, it's still good that we've had this influence boost up for as long as we have. It's allowed us to get a lot done. How long on this construction site? Okay. Not too long. We're at 1,088 naval cap now, so that's a very good thing. Do we have any star bases over here that we could convert into anchorages? I think we pretty effectively pruned all of them out, honestly. Yeah, we seem to have. What about over here? Yeah, same thing. We've pretty much pruned all of them out. Yeah, all of these I think are necessary. Okay. So if we get a tech that would up our starbase capacity, that would be good. Alternately, it might go up when our outposts don't count towards that cap. Okay. So we would need to settle other planets to potentially upgrade that, and probably one more would do the trick. But we'd need to do Conquest for that, right? There aren't any in the L cluster that we can settle. Yeah, there's none. The other thing we could potentially do is we could build a station somewhere. It's a possibility. Hey, I think we might actually make it. It already took this, the influence for this starbase, and we're at 285. Oh, this is just moving there. Okay. Yeah, that explains it. I think I'm okay with this starbase being delayed. I really want to get this edict. This edict is very powerful.
Construction complete.
So we're going to need to wait for 2 month ticks. We've got one in just a couple of days.
Accretion complete.
You can go ahead and get these mining and research stations built. Fantastic. Okay, 1 more month tick until we get our edict. And then from there on out, all of this bonus will go to starbases. So that's fine. So we definitely want to grab production targets. This construction ship will be inactive for a couple of months. This one may be as well. But I really want production targets. There we go. With that, we should be able to remove this. I'm also going to remove this. And we'll see what that does to our economy. We may be able to remove our sale of the rare crystals as well, but we'll see. This anchorage could, I suppose, use a resource silo. No reason not to. Okay, we're at 1096 naval cap now. Oh, and I forgot. I said at the end of last episode that we would look into the fact that there are 2 Titans in one fleet, and that is true. I did in between episodes. I looked at the fleets, and there is. I don't know how this happened, but in the Lentipaz fragments, there are 2 Titans, but it's missing it's missing 2 battleships to compensate. So I think we need to just transfer 1 over to here. Except, I actually didn't want to do that. Merge those back together, please. And now I want to transfer just a single Titan over. Okay. And this is at Shap. That's okay. Our governors are all leveling up. So, the Baronel fragments, or rather the Frisidian shard, no, the Lentipaz fragments. What am I talking about? These guys, we need to get 2 more battleships for them. So let's get them queued up right now. And then this fleet here, we're going to modify this fleet. We're going to make this an identical fleet to all of these others. So we're going to add in 8 battleships. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We are going to add in 14 cruisers. So up to 14 cruisers. Like so. We are going to put in... How many of... Hang on. Wait on that gateway construction site. 28 destroyers. There we go. And then fill out the rest with corvettes. Just like that. Of course, we can't exactly max this fleet yet, but we can dump what alloys we have into it. We have our gateway construction site ready over here. So let's go ahead and get that going as soon as the month tick happens. We should be seeing more alloys in this, right? Apparently not. Okay, well, we'll just get that gateway going. And it would appear that we do need about 500 minerals. So we'll go ahead and buy in 500 minerals. About like that. And that should keep us positive, at least for now, on the minerals. But we were able to fall back quite dramatically on our buy order of minerals, so that's good. Now these guys are not currently based, and we should get them based here. There we go. That'll just reduce the amount of upkeep that we've got on them. Okay, 1,923.45. I expected to be over 2k, but we're very close to 2k. So that's good. Our governors are leveling up, but are they actually building things? Some of them are. That's, maybe not super encouraging, though. We need one more influence to build this outpost. So we need to wait one more month tick. There's, of course, Corinth over here that we could grab. We may want to do that at some point, because it isn't costing us anything. In fact, I think what we're going to do is we're going to have this guy start building this outpost here, and then he'll build these and then head over to Corinth after. And this guy is building research stations right now. He can immediately start moving to Eurus. Won't take him too long to get there, but it should be long enough to get our influence for it, I hope. So how go our anchorages? I mean, we do have a lot of stations upgrading. Let's just go through and check them real quick. Everything up here should be fully queued. And indeed it is. Resource silo here is fine. Same here. These anchorages appear to be pretty well maxed out. At least as much as they can be. That's fine. Now then, Bashpat Station. Gun, missile, hangar. Gun, missile, hangar. Going kind of slow so that it doesn't mess up. Target uplink computer. Communications jammer. Disruption field generator. And then we're going to need a lot of alloys to make this happen. We'll put in 1 ion cannon, 2 ion cannons, as soon as the month tick happens, 3 ion cannons, 1, 2, 3, can't quite get the 4th defense platform. That's unfortunate. I had really hoped that we'd be able to fully queue this up, but we need 18 alloys. Guess we just have to wait till the next month tick, which luckily is already halfway over. So, we will just go ahead and wait for that. Also, I'd like to point out, they're optimizing the late game of this. I think I mentioned that previously, but I saw a development diary of the new version, and it definitely looks a lot faster, so that's good. The late game bogged down is a problem in this game. There's no doubt about that. We need one more month tick to be able to get this over here. That's fine. And let's see, yeah, that was everything queued for Bashpat. And these are still upgrading to citadels. Okay. Sounds good.
Mission complete.
You can go ahead and build mining and research, and then once you're done with that, you can head over to Corinth and build research stations over there.
Complete.
And then we can go ahead and get this guy building a starbase. Fantastic. So what are we building here? Just battleships? Okay, there are some cruisers queued as well.
Construction complete.
Sounds good. Yeah, that station is just an anchorage station. That's perfect. Okay, that seems fine.
Receiving transmission.
Well, we are getting very, very close to getting this war ready to go, so that is good. I do think, however, that it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, well, what are we going to grab here? It kind of doesn't matter. I guess we'll go for leader lifespan. Next episode, we will continue filling this in, probably get pretty close to having it fully done, and getting our gateways ready to go. Where is that construction ship at? It's over here right now, on its way over. Okay, that makes sense. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time. Of course. We'll deal with that next time too.